Welcome back to another episode of Wonder Woman. Today's episode is about the story of a young girl who woke up 20 years after a car accident. We can plan every step of our whole life, but we cannot determine what will happen next. A night that changed the life of an 18-year-old girl after being hit by a drunk driver, which threw her vehicle to another moving vehicle and struck her directly in the head. An accident that put her to sleep for 2 decades. Sarah Scantlin's case is one of those medical miracles that take us all by surprise. This made people question, what is consciousness? Can the brain really rewire itself after a terrible injury? Her life at 18 was filled with joy and promise. Sarah's parents couldn't believe that it can change overnight. Sarah's brain took a severe injury and she should have died that night in 1984, but she did not. Sarah lay motionless for several weeks when one day, her eyes finally opened. She did not seem awake nor asleep. She had a blank expression on her face. Days led to weeks and to months, and the years slowly rolled on. 20 years later, James Scantlin, Sarah's brother, received a phone call, and it was from Sarah. After 2 decades of life hanging by a thread, Sarah was talking. Where had she been for 20 years? No one knows for sure, but looking back, she left them clues along the way. Her nurse, Jennifer Trammell, said that she would notice Sarah's eyes following her when she would walk around the room, watching what she was doing. At year 14, Sarah began to scream when people would leave her in the room, and she yelled for 6 more years. Sarah's doctor said that he noticed increased activity going on within her mind. Scientists now believe Sarah was in a minimally conscious state, a recent designation described as having a very low level of awareness but conscious nonetheless. Sarah said that she felt more trapped than asleep during those years. Clearly, much of Sarah's brain is still working at some level. She seems to recall things from the days at the edge of consciousness. Sarah's short-term memory is impaired, but her long-term memory is eerily intact. She is 40, but without the concept of time passing, she thinks she's 18. Her family is filled with happiness and hope. It was like having a baby to teach her first words again, though Sarah still bears the remnants of a sophisticated mind trying to reconnect. Improvements are slow and small, but mighty. No one can tell what's next. Just the mere fact that Sarah can say hello and goodbye, give them a hug and kiss at that moment, is already the greatest thing that could happen to their family after so many years. Sarah is the rarest of cases. Experts say her age played a part in it. Also, the level of care and love she got for all those years was exceptional. Everyone from the nurses to the cleaning staff talked to Sarah every day, and her family stood by her side and never gave up. What do you guys think about Sarah's story? Don't forget to like this video and leave us a comment below. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to get notified for our future videos. Be safe, everyone.